Hi there, I'm Christina from hairromance.com and I'm back with one of my favourite types of hairstyles, one for when you slept in, you can't really put a brush through your hair and you need to get out the door quickly. I've got you covered. I'm going to take you from this to this quick and easy bun with a few little tricks. So we're back to starting with this, and this is my hair that's sort of wavy, slept in. I'm not going to try and put a brush through it because we don't have time for that. I also have another hairstyle that I recently posted, which was an easy work style. And building on from that, I want to kind of create a bit of a series of easy hairstyles that don't take much time. You can do in any kind of hair type. So for this one, I've taken a little bit of inspiration from one of my favorite styles, a messy top knot. I have a tutorial for that as well, but I want to try and elevate it just a touch so that it seems more work appropriate, and I use inverted commas because if you watch my other video, I do have very strong feelings on what professional should look like, and it has nothing to do with your hair texture. But what I want to show you is an easy bun that just is slightly elevated so that it looks like you've put a lot of effort in, when we all know you don't want to spend any time on your hair. Like me, you want to get it done quick and simple and easy. So the first trick is actually starting with the front. I'm going to take a little bit of section of hair out that I'm going to add into the bun after, and this is the bit that makes it look like it's not just a regular bun, it's like it's a cool bun. And what we're going to do is just take like a little half semicircle, half moon shape is what I was trying to say, just like a little bit of hair out the front here. No, it doesn't need to be a huge section, just like if you've got a fringe, or bangs, this is where you're going to take your hair from, but just sort of a bit like that. And for now, I'm just going to take a little bobby pin to take that out of the way, and we're going to add that in afterwards. So just put that somewhere so that it's not too much in the way. Right, now I'm not going to brush through all this hair. You shouldn't have to either. And so the trick for getting a really good smooth bun, I can't talk with this thing over my eye. The trick for getting a really smooth bun is the type of brush you use. So I have a couple of recommendations here that it's going to make your bun look better, faster, and that's using a bristle brush. I love my Mason Pearson, and if you prefer a vegan option, or something that's a bit more affordable, this Eco Tools one I think is excellent as well. But the reason that these brushes work so well is that the bristles are tightly packed together, and so they smooth over the top of your hair as you're brushing. So what that means is you're not going to get deep lumps and bumps. If you use a brush that has long bristles, what it does is it gets deep into your hair and it leaves like uneven stripes on top, whereas this one brush, you've got a perfect, smooth, lump-free ponytail, and that is key. And the idea with using this brush for the whole bun is that we can have lumps underneath. I tell you, I'm going to have lumps underneath with all of this unbrushed curly hair underneath, but you're not going to see it because we're just going to smooth it over the top. That is the time-saving trick for when we're in the morning and we don't want to have to do it all. Just using a bristle brush smooths the top, and then everything else can just be sitting underneath. We'll deal with that at the end of the day when we wash our hair next. That's not our concern for now. We just want to get going quick. So holding my hair up, I'm just going to brush that top layer so I'm getting it as smooth as possible. And then my next tip really is hair bungees. If you have watched Hair Romance before, you know I love these. Basically, it's an open elastic that allows you to wrap your ponytail rather than trying to pull your hair through. Gets you the right tension in your ponytail every time. I'll link below to have more info about these hair bungees that I use. I'm going to take our hair bungee and wrap it around so that it stays just here. If you've just got a normal ponytail hair elastic, that'd be fine as well. This is just going to be a lot easier than having to pull all of this through a hair elastic. There. Now, I can see a couple of hair bumps. I'm going to get them right now with this brush. And a trick for when you've got a curl that really wants to poke through, rub that top layer of hair and hide it underneath. We don't have any time to be brushing out all those curls today. That is not what we're here for. All right, so now we've got our high pony. We're going to take this little front section out again, and this is what's going to make that high ponytail, and we're going to do like a regular bun into it. But what's going to make that bun look more stylish is we're going to do a little center part in this section we've done at the front here. And we're going to create like a mini part up to that button. Now that we've got that center part sorted, what we're going to do is take our bristle brush again and pin these sections back towards our ponytail. So you're going to brush it really tight and smooth so that it's giving that sort of sleek half part finish, and then take a bobby pin, pinning just in front of your hair elastic so that that section stays in place. And then we'll repeat on the other side, just taking a bobby pin, brush this section back, and I'll come in a little bit closer just to show you. Now normally I don't open my bobby pin, but I am going to open it just to make sure I catch this whole section in this one pin here. If you have to use a couple of pins, that's fine as well. It's going to be hidden under your bun. So there we go. That is that little part. Now what we're going to do is just do a top knot over the top. And this can be any kind of top knot. So my hair is quite fluffy. I'm going to just stick with that. You could dampen it down and do a really neat top knot. You can do a much bigger one. I'm going to do somewhere sort of in between, like a little tidy but not too tidy. But what I am doing as well is just pushing that bun a little bit flatter and a bit forward. And then I'm just going to take a couple of bobby pins to pin around the sides. You can really do any kind of top knot you like with this if you wanted to do a braid or whatever works for your hair. And as a final little touch up, I'm going to do my little hairspray trick again. And this trick is where I just take an old makeup brush, a good dense brush. This is a Model's Prefer brush from Priceline, and I spray that with hairspray. Because basically spraying the hairspray directly on your hair is going to apply too much product. But spraying it onto the brush means you can apply it where you need it without getting a really sticky, too structured finish. And the same for all around the back here. I've got a lot of like fuzzy hair around my neck, which is just going to brush up into that style. And the good thing is you can keep this hairspray and brush with you, so you can do little touch-ups during the day if it gets a bit humid. And you can also catch any flyaways on your bun. But don't worry, a few flyaways are fine. Honestly, I think a little bit of frizz means volume, so don't feel like you have to try and catch all those hairs. It's going to be fine. I have one extra little trick I'm going to show you for doing this sort of high bun that I think works really well just for tidying up your hairline, particularly if you have naturally dark hair or fine hair. I think you'll really like this trick. Now my last little trick for fixing up your bun is to use a little bit of makeup to tidy up around your hairline. What you want to do is take a matte eyeshadow colour that matches your natural hair colour. And funnily enough for me, it's going to be a blush today because my hair colour is far from natural. But the good thing is there's always a matte makeup colour to match your hair. And what you do is just take quite a dense, wide eyeshadow brush or any kind of denser brush I think that works. It just is a little bit quicker. So we want to save some time. Pack it into the colour, and then what you want to do is just touch up along the hairline here. This is a great tip if you have a little bit of regrowth that you want to cover up. You want to make your hair look a little bit thicker. but everybody's tends to thin a little bit around here, have some little gaps around here if you've got fine hair, and just taking a little bit of makeup to brush around your hairline makes them such a huge difference, like you will not believe, and it's really, really simple to do, just to touch up your color. You can use some blonde in dark hair just to touch up your highlights if that's what you've got. But the thing is, a little simple neutral palette will have a color that matches your hair color, and you'll be able to touch it up, and it just gives this little nice finish to your hairline, makes it seem a little bit thicker. It's able to cover up any gaps if you have fine hair, so it looks just that little bit more polished. Then I think it doesn't need to take a lot of time. So I hope you give this a try. I know there's just a regular bun, but hopefully there's a few little tips that I've shared that will help make your mornings a little bit quicker and a lot easier. You don't need to brush through all your hair, you don't need to wash your hair to get out the door fast. And over on hairromance.com, I've got a full post and more tutorials and tips over there as well. And you can find me over on Instagram at hairromance. And please tag me if you try this bun, I would love to see it, or any of my hairstyles. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and look forward to seeing you in my next video. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Have fun with your hair, and I'll see you soon. Bye.